All right, here we go. It is getting late on Friday night. Little one's not with us. She's got in bed. She's got, again, gymnastics states tomorrow. Good old Maryland State Championships for level 3. She should be doing good. So missed a little bit last week. We just got busy. So a couple games that we did not get to. The last one was, of course, we had in the South. Someone. Yeah, South. We had Kristen's 6 seed Ole Miss versus Adama's Iowa State. She won 91-78, 13-point win, got her 5 points. Ole Miss is a very senior-dominated team, and the seniors are ready, led by Sean Padua of 20 points and Jamin Brakefield 19 points to get Ole Miss the win and Kristen the 5 points. The other game was my number 10 New Mexico State versus Adama's 3 Neil's 2 Michigan State. In that game, Michigan State won 71-63, an 8-point win, getting Neil 5 points as well. In that game, Jaden Akins had 16 points, including a crucial 3 that sparked the final push that was that let them win the game. Because New Mexico State, they were in it. They're in it till late in the game, but again, Jaden Akins wasn't having it. In the West, down over here, we had the 1 seed Florida guys, 1 seed Florida versus guys, 8 seed UConn. He had himself a guaranteed spot in the Elite 8, in the Sweet 16. It was a close game as it was only a 2-point win by Florida. And with that, he got 7 points with the close call bonus. For 30 minutes, UConn played like the back-to-back champs, holding a lead over Florida for the game. Being up there, up 50-44. And then Walter Clayton Jr. took over Florida. The All-American guard scored 13 of his 23 points in the final 8 minutes, including 2 crucial threes down the stretch to rally Florida to a 77-75 win. The other one down here was Ariana's. Maybe not. Somewhere in the West. Yeah, this is the West. Oh yeah. This one was big. Ariana's 12 seed Colorado State versus Stevens 4 seed Maryland. In that game, Maryland won 72-71, a 1-point game. It was a last play bonus for a total of 8 points. And in that game, man, let me tell you, Jalen Lake hit a rainbow 3 over Derek Queen with 6 seconds left. Well, he shot at 6 seconds, so he take off a second half in the air. Whatever. To give Colorado State a 71-70 lead. And my daughter was so happy. She was smiling. She was like, yeah, she cheered. But then with 3.6 seconds left, Queen got the inbound pass, drove to the rim, and as the clock expired, hit a fadeaway jumper at the buzzer for Maryland to win 72-71. And you really do not understand. I love my daughter. I love how invested she gets into things. But man, dude, she was crying. She's asleep, but I guarantee if she was asleep, she'd be around here trying to deny it. But I got pictures, I got proof. But she's invested, and she was sad, really sad. Yeah. So that maybe I shouldn't be so happy that my daughter was crying, but it doesn't happen. She didn't get hurt. It's just she got invested in sports. That's kind of cool. Anyway, so Stephen got 8 points as Maryland advanced. And then in the East, we had Adams 1 seed Duke versus Stevens. 1 seed Duke versus Josh 9 seed Baylor. Duke won that game 89-66, a 23-point win, gave him the blown out bonus. So for 7 total points for Adam for that round with Tyrese Proctor, who was on fire. He was 9 of 10 and 7-8 from 3-point range for 25 points. Cooper Flagg added 18 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists as they led Duke to another win with little drama. The next one over here was Neil's 5 seed Oregon versus Stevens 4 seed Arizona. In that game, Stevens Arizona team won 87-84, a 4-point win, a close call victory, 7 points for him total. In that game, Caleb Love had 29 points and 9 rebounds, surviving a ragged finish by Oregon to win. They pushed. Oregon did try their best to come back, but Arizona was able to hold on. Close call bonus, 7 points for Steven. The next one down here was Ariana's Alabama. No, that's all right. No, Ariana's St. Mary's. Ariana's St. Mary's, somewhere around here. Oh, right here. So Ariana's St. Mary's versus Josh Alabama's. In that game, Josh's Alabama won 80-66, a 14-point win, giving Josh 5 points. Alabama alley-ooped their way to the Sweet 16. Chris Youngblood led Alabama with 13 points. They had 6 players in double digits. St. Mary's made just 3 of 14 threes. And 80 points is the most they gave all year. So their defense struggled, and they couldn't hit a 3. So St. Mary's ended up losing by 14 points, getting Josh 5 points of Alabama. And the last game was Ariana's Illinois versus Ariana's 6 seed Illinois versus Ben 3 seed Kentucky. In that game, Ben also beat Ariana for a 9-point win for 5 points for that round. Kobe Bray matched a career high 23 points, and he hit 10 straight points during a key second half stretch to hold off Illinois and for Kentucky to get the win. All right, I'm going to jump into the ones we've already had today because tomorrow again is going to be state, so I'm not going to be around. We're not going to be around. We're going to be at states. So far today, or actually yesterday and today. Yesterday, we could go ahead and do the first ones, which would have been the Maryland. Guys, number 1 seed Florida versus Stevens, 4 seed Maryland. Florida won 87-71, a 16-point win. Florida's 3 seniors led them to victory as Will Richard had 15 points, Elijah Martin had 14 points and 7 rebounds, and Walter Clayton had 13 points and 4 assists as Guy's Florida team got him 8 points with the win. The next game was down here. Joe's 3 seed Texas Tech versus Texas 10 seed Arkansas. This game did go overtime. So first of all, they each get 2 points. So Tex, you lost, but you still get 2 points. It's always nice. But in that game, Texas Tech mounted a 16-point comeback in the second half to force overtime. That is the second largest. Understand, that was the second largest comeback in the NCAA tournament history. Darian Williams made the game-tying three-pointer to send it to overtime as part of his 20 points. He also scored the game-winning layup with 7 seconds left before DJ Wagner missed the shot at the buzzer, giving Joe's Texas Tech the last play bonus, as well as the overtime bonus and the win bonus for a total of 13 points for Joe's Texas Tech. And Joe had 1 team left after the first round. He was the only one. He was the biggest loser of the first round. Texas Tech has just been plugging along, If Texas Tech wins again, I mean, they're going to have to play Florida, but Joe might end up in the top couple picks just because Texas Tech. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But yeah. Then the next one over here, these ones are done already with number 1 seed Duke, Adams number 1 seed Duke versus Stevens number 4 seed Arizona. Stephen already lost Maryland, so this set up the first Reaper chance of the Sweet 16, and Adam took advantage of that as Duke had 100-93, giving a 7-point win, so 8 points for the win, 6 points Reaper bonus, getting 14 points for this round. In that game, Cooper Flagg had an insane game. 30 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds, including an almost logo 3 right before halftime. And he blocked a shot, almost took off 3 of the Arizona cheerleaders' heads. It's great. The next game was JJ's 6 seed BYU versus JJ's 6 seed BYU versus Josh's 2 seed Alabama. In that game, Josh's team won 113-88 as Alabama won the game, giving him the 25-point win, giving Josh the blow-up bonus for 11 points for this round. In the game, Alabama broke Texas Tech almost broke a record. Alabama did break a record, as it was a 35-year-old record, which doesn't make any sense to me. I didn't think they shot that many threes back in the day, but whatever. Alabama broke a 35-year-old record for 3-pointers, hitting 25 of them. Mark Sears for Alabama had 30 points. Sorry, had 34 points, of which 30 was just off a three-pointer. So he himself hit 10, which is insane. The last two games they've actually done so far is Ole Miss versus Michigan State. Kristen's 6 seed Ole Miss versus Neil's 2 seed Michigan State. Michigan State won 73-70, a 3-point win, giving Neil the close call bonus. So 8 plus 3 for 11 total points for this round. So far, he's got a chance for more in a second, I think. Does he? Hold on. No, maybe he does. No, he does. Okay. So in that game, Jace Richardson had 24 points to lead Michigan State. And they actually had the largest lead of the night. Late, very late. The largest lead of the night for Michigan State was 4 points, which they got off a late layup from Carson Cooper at a 67-63 score. And from that point on, I believe you're talking 7, 6, so 13 points were scored. I believe 8 of them were from the foul line. So, yeah, their largest lead of the night was 4 points. Great. That was definitely a close call bonus for Mr. Neal. And the last game we played was Ben's 3 seed Kentucky versus Ariana's 2 seed Tennessee. In that game, Tennessee won 78-65. Going into the game, that was Ben's last team. So Ariana does get the Reaper bonus for 6 points plus the 8 points for win. So she got 14 points. And Tennessee was led by Zakai Zegler, who had 18 points and 10 assists. As Tennessee out-hustled and outplayed Kentucky on both ends of the court. Like, we actually watched the game. Well, I was busy doing some other stuff, but she watched the whole game, and she was happy. Like, it was never really close. Like, yeah, we came home from practice. They had like a 20-point lead, and I think the closest they got was like 15 or 16. So, yeah, Tennessee got the win, and there you go. So that leaves everything. So far, our starting – in the Elite Eight, we have Neil's 2 seed Michigan State, Guy's 1 seed Florida, Joe's 3 seed Texas Tech, Ariana's 2 seed Tennessee, Josh's 2 seed Alabama, Adam's 1 seed Duke. If you notice, there's this little green. You probably can't even see from back there, but there's always these little green numbers above the dark green. That was like where people picked them, right? So far, all that's left is Neil's first pick, Guy's first pick, Joe's first pick, Ariana's first pick, Josh's first pick, Adam's first pick. So it's all the first pick. It's literally like with the exception of Kristen, who had St. Mary's, the one that she stole from Ariana, which is actually I guess a good thing because she would have been knocked out. Not Calipari, whatever, Rick Pitino's team, right? So that they're the only one of the top like 8 picks that hasn't made it to Elite 8 so far. Again, another one might not make it depending on if Auburn, we have 2 1 seeds going now with Houston and Auburn. But again, if Houston and Auburn win, this is going to be like an upset-free year, man. Like, yeah, it's crazy. Again, and the only teams that can beat them are my number 2 pick and Chris's number 2 pick. So even them, they're like still like top 18 picks of our little draft. So it's been an uneventful bracket in terms of like upsets. Again, Arkansas. Arkansas is the only 10 seed in the only double-digit seed in the Sweet 16. But it's okay. You're gonna have these years, and it's still fun, man. It's still fun. We have again 3 people already out, locked in their positions, which put the brackets together. The score some point tomorrow. All right, I'll probably wait after Elite 8 just because again tomorrow I'll probably be busy. So yeah. We'll see that when it comes out. Shoot out to you guys. See where you're ranked up. And there you go. Have a good night. Again, it's right now. Right now, we have again 2 big games with Reaper bonuses involved. So the winners of these games get at least 14 points. And that is JJ's 1 seed Houston versus Kristen's 4 seed Purdue. Both their last teams. And then mine and Texas' last team are head-to-head. It says 1 seed Auburn and my 5 seed Michigan, which last time I checked was a really close game. And you know what? This is current technology. I can just open my freaking phone app. Now it's going to suck because I'm looking. That's what happens in life. Sometimes you look. Yeah, Michigan-Auburn, 29-30, halftime score. 1-point game. I can't complain. And then Purdue Houston 17-18, 6 minutes left. So dude, 2 great games so far. Hopefully they'll stay tight, and this will be a good night to watch the basketball. All right, guys and gal, take it easy. Have a good one.